I'm going to show you how to build a $10,000 a month business in 3 months or less by building a client acquisition business. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Charlie Bennett. I've co-founded Wealth Builders and Scale Chain. I've made over $500,000 online. I've helped over 100 clients. I've helped over 70 students, generated around $9 million of client results, and I've consulted for several billion-dollar New York Stock Exchange listed companies. So this is going to be a step-by-step guide, assuming you're starting at zero. This also works if you're sort of like between 0 and 3 to 5K a month. It's the same sort of stuff. You're going to get a lot of value from this. So to prove this stuff works and what I'm teaching you isn't complete garbage, this is a brand new client acquisition business we started in January. And I took this screenshot of Stripe about 20 minutes ago, literally just whacked it in this doc. And as you can see, like you see the date there, 22nd of January today, we are at £20,700 a month, which in American is about $28,000. And this is monthly recurring revenue. This isn't just one-off. This is every single month churning money, money, money. It's lovely. So you can see we built this in about a month and a half, 2 months. We've scaled this up. And we've done this for other people as well. So these are clients that have been in Wealth Builders, which is our coaching program where we help people. They work with us one-on-one and in a group like standpoint, and we'll help them build their businesses together. So Gonzalo, he got his first client 2.5K a month in 14 days. He last week quit his job, his 9 to 5, and he's now gone all in on his client acquisition business, which is amazing. Doug is a well-known LinkedIn ghostwriter. He added 4K in his first 2 weeks. He's now targeting 20K a month. Ephraim added 3K in 7 days, and he's on track now for 10K a month. Similar story. He's quit his 9 to 5. Dude's doing really, really well. And Nicola joined recently. Nicola added $1,500 after just 8 days being in the program. So we've got like tons of success stories like this, but I'm not going to, save you from having to read them all. So let's jump into it. Step one is you need to solve the most common business problem. So don't worry about building an offer. Don't worry about what am I going to do. You need to do one thing, and that is help clients, help businesses make more money by getting more clients. At the end of the day, every business wants the same thing. They want to make more money. So if you can do that for them, you will make money yourself. Weird how that works, right? So it doesn't matter if they're a solopreneur, doesn't matter if they're an agency, doesn't matter if they're an NYSE listed billion-dollar business. At the end of the day, if you can make them more money, they will pay you. So if they're making more money than they're paying you, then you'll have a client for a very long time as well. So there's many ways that you can do client acquisition, but if you can combine content, warm outreach, and cold outreach, either DMs or email, then you have a vehicle to make uncapped earnings. And I really mean that. You can make a lot of money doing this. So to start off, and step two in this is building a tactical offer. So what is the difference between a bad offer and a good offer? Because there is a big difference. This is where I would say 95% of people mess up. And this is where they go wrong. This is where they struggle to scale because their offer sucks. So if you get the offer right, then it's infinitely easier. It's like trying to drive a car with a handbrake on if you have a bad offer. Like you might get a little bit forward, but like it's gonna be really hard. Take that handbrake off and you're gonna fly. So a bad offer would be, in this example, I'll write 3 posts a day for your social media and I'll run cold DMs to your ideal clients to generate leads for your business. So why is that a bad offer? So firstly, it's a list of deliverables. You're just telling them what you're going to do for them. You're not actually giving them any dream outcome. You're not giving them any sort of tangibles. It's literally, I'll just do this for you, right? That isn't interesting. They don't want to know that. They want to know what the outcome is going to be. So it's open-ended. There is no time frame to expected results. And you have low confidence in yourself because there's no guarantees in there. So it's very low status. So compare that to a good offer. So I'll help you sign 3 to 5 full price clients in the next 90 days, or you don't pay a penny. So why is that good? So it's a clear outcome, which is I'll sign you 3 to 5 clients, clear time frame within 90 days, and there's a risk reversal, which reduces client fear and shows that you're confident in your delivery. And that is obviously that you don't pay a penny. So this is like a classic put your money where your mouth is offer. And if you can deliver that, then again, you can make unlimited money. So, and obviously I'm going to show you how to do that. Like the stuff that you do, here's the best thing about client acquisition businesses, is the stuff that you do to get clients for your own business is exactly the same as you do in clients' businesses. You're just plugging in the same processes. It's a different business, different, you might do cold email, you might do cold outreach on socials, you might have different social media platforms, whatever. It's the same thing fundamentally. So you need to learn one skill And from that one skill, then you can create money for yourself and you can create money for your clients. So if you want to write your own client acquisition offer, it's this. I'll help you get dream outcome in time frame or risk reversal. So why do we call this a tactical offer? Like, what's the tactical part of it? So not every client is going to want you to do it entirely for them. Some will want you to show them how to do it themselves. So the difference between done for you and done with you. And so this is where the tactical element comes in. So you can sell the done for you, which is where you do all of it, all the work yourself. Or you can sell the done with you, which is where obviously you help them do it. You're teaching them. There's a bit of, it's a bit more of a coaching relationship. But fundamentally, it's the same thing. You're delivering the same results, the same deliverables. You're doing client acquisition. You're just either doing it for them or you're showing them how to do it themselves. You don't need to have like a coaching offer and then a done for you offer. It's the same thing. People overcomplicate this. It's the same thing. The difference is how much access they get to you. That's it. It's just access and how much time you spend. And obviously you charge more for the more access. So step 3 is cold outreach. Cold outreach is bar none the fastest way to get your first client. I don't care what anybody says. You can write content till the cows come home. And this is from someone who spent best part of 2 years running a content business. So I've seen the light. I can speak from both sides. Content's great. Content will get you clients in the long run. It will get you good clients, but it's very slow burning. It's not going to get you fast clients. And this is where, again, people mess up, is they expect to write content online and clients will come to them. It's not how it works. It's a very, very busy market. You have to go to clients. You have to find them. So this is where cold outreach comes into play and where cold outreach is phenomenal. And I recommend everybody does it. So it's also the thing people suck at. Cold outreach becomes significantly easier when you have that first case study. If you haven't got any case studies left, you have to do it the long way. When you have that case study, it becomes so much easier. You can leverage that case study to the cows come home and make much more money out of it. But at the start, we have to put some volume in. You're going to have to spend some time doing this, grinding it out. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy, but you will make money and you'll make money a lot faster. You saw that in the testimonials I showed you earlier. Both Gonzalo and Ephraim started at zero with the client acquisition business. They did this. They did cold outreach. They built their tactical offers and they made thousands of dollars in their first couple of weeks. So it can be done and it happens regularly with Inside Wealth Builders. So how do you sign clients with cold email or cold DMs? Starts with simple intros. So you'd say something like, hey, name, if I could help you sign 3 to 5 full price clients in the next 90 days. And if I didn't, you get a full refund. Would that be worth a call? Some of them are going to ignore you. In fact, most of them are going to ignore you. Some are going to say no. Some are going to be rude to you. That's just how it goes. But some of them will say, sure, can you send me some more details, please? And that's great because they're interested. They've shown that they are potentially interested in your offer. So you go back saying, yeah, absolutely. But before I send the details over, I just want to make sure we're a good fit to save us both time. That's a high status thing to say. You're not just saying, oh, here's my offer, please buy from me. You're going, yeah, cool, okay, you're interested, but I'm going to make sure you're right for me first. That's high status, and that makes you look really good in their eyes. Then you say, so what's your current hold up with signing clients? The reason we're doing this is one reason only. It's to qualify the prospect. So we want to know that they are, firstly, interested in the offer. Secondly, that they understand it, what it is. Thirdly, that it's a genuine need. But fourthly, that they can afford to pay you. And that's the thing that, is probably the most important to business. If you can afford to pay you, if they can't afford to pay you, then they're not a good client, unfortunately. So we do this by asking good questions. So things like, what are you doing currently? What do you think, what do you think why do you think that's not working? What have you tried previously? What would happen if you didn't get this fixed? That's an important one. If this gets into their head, them thinking like, oh, I really need to fix this. If I don't, what's the opportunity cost? What's going to happen if I ignore this for 6 months? Is my business going to fail? Is my life going to get worse? And lastly, what is your current monthly recurring revenue? How much are you making? Can you afford me? Only once you have the prospect, once they've, once they have a problem to solve and they have enough money to afford you, do you move into the next step? And that is the 2-step close. So the 2-step close is a incredible way of closing clients. Surprisingly, it's in the name, I know. But what it does is it reduces ghosting and speeds up the onboarding process. So one of the major issues people have early doors is, you'll get a client on a call, you'll sell them on your offer. They'll have a great conversation with them. You'll think that they're really interested and they're going to buy from you, and then they just ghost you. You'll never hear from them again, and that's super frustrating. The reason for that is a lot of the time is they just have an issue that they need solving, and people follow this arbitrary long process of have a discovery call, and then we'll have a chit chat, then I'll put together a proposal and I'll send it over, and then we'll have another call, and then maybe they're going to get their business partner on and we'll have a third call. And by the time you realize you've gone like 3-4 weeks down the line, and someone's going to come along and say, look, do you want me to fix this for you? It'll cost you this much money and I'll fix it. And they'll go, yeah, do you know what? I'll just do that. And you're going to lose the prospect. They're going to go with somebody else. So this is why it's important to use a 2-step close. So it works like this. So you start with, we call it a triage call. So this isn't a discovery call. It's basically like we've already worked out that they're qualified, right? So we don't need to discover if they're qualified. Triage call is, tell me everything that's broken in your business and I will fix it, right? So from that, the process works like this. You build a strategy map, which is our way of basically showing them exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. And then we move straight onto an onboarding call. So the way we do this is at the end of the triage call, we say to them, look, I'm going to send you over a strategy map that's going to outline exactly how we're going to fix this problem for you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight on an onboarding call. Assuming this works and you're happy with it, we're going to jump on an onboarding call and we're going to start. And I'm going to book that onboarding call now before we get off this call. If you read the strategy map and you don't like it, just cancel the call, no problem. But if you like it, you like the look of it, and this is something you really want to fix, then let's just onboard you and get started. There's no point waiting. So what that does is it gets their confirmation in their heads that they're basically going to start with you. They're already thinking like, cool, we're just on board, it'll work, right? And the strategy map, again, we teach all of this with Inside Wealth Builders. It is the best way of putting across a proposal. Like, it's effectively the same thing, right? It's just in a way different, better packaging. And also you're reducing all of that sort of what if. It's really basic. It's basically talking through I've got it here, right? So case studies, loads of case studies at the front, just like I've done in this. So you know that I know what I'm talking about. Then you're going to say what you're going to do to help them, what the time frame is, and then the service level is broken down. So done for you, done with you, and the pricing. So big one here, always book a follow-up call. You never get off a call without booking a follow-up. That is the sales rule 101. I was taught this years ago in my sales career. If you're getting off a call without a follow-up, then the client's gone. Assume they're gone. They're never going to come back to you. You need to get very lucky for them to come back to you. So once you put this strategy map together, it's simple, it's easy to understand, and they get the overview of how you're going to help them sign clients. It's that, not just how we'll do it, but the time frame. How long will this take? How long will I have to invest with you? What's the outcome going to be? It's not just like, here's the price, here's the deliverables, da, da, da. It's literally like, how we're going to get results, time frame. Very simple. From there, you take the onboarding call, you fill any last minute questions, and you sign them there and then. And you get them to commit on the call by paying. It sounds mad, but you just send them a Stripe link and you say, look, let's get started. To get started though, I need some commitment from you. So I'm going to send you a link. We're going to sort that now. And from there, I'm going to send you all of our onboarding documents. My VA will get in touch with you and we'll get started tomorrow. How does that sound? 9 out of 10 times they go, great, cool, they pay, and there's your client. If you charge like $300 a week or something for the first 3 to 4 clients, it doesn't sound like a lot. Everyone's obsessed with selling high ticket. We've built that $30,000 a month business off selling like $300 a week recurring revenue. Don't need to sell super high ticket. In fact, it's easier sometimes to sell lower ticket and then upsell down the line. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. So after you've done your first 3 to 4, you up it to $500 a week when you get some solid case studies, and you literally rinse and repeat that. Keep doing this process, keep following this process to the T. Do this for 3-4 months. I guarantee you'll be making at least 10K a month, sometimes 20, sometimes 30. I've shown you, we've done this exact process ourselves. We're at almost 30K a month. By end of next week, we'll be at probably 40. So that's how it works. If you enjoyed this, hopefully you did, go in the description below. I've put the details for Wealth Builders if you're interested, but also sign up to my newsletter. I send an email every day with amazing stuff like this, tips, tricks, things that we're doing in our own business that helps. I don't hide anything. Nothing's behind paywalls. Nothing's like, I don't teach things that I'm not doing myself. Everything that we do in our businesses, we teach people in real time. So if you like the idea of that, sign up below and subscribe for more. Cheers.